and happy new gear day. What we have is an Agile AL-3200MCC, this one in Honey Sunburst. It's been out of the box now for about 5 minutes. I had this video started before I hit a button and wrecked it. So previous video said 3 minutes, now it's 5. Sorry. First things that jump out at me right away. First off is the satin finish. This is not a gloss finish. I was expecting it to be a gloss finish based on pictures that I saw on forum posts, other folks who have Honey Sunburst 3200s. This one is not. It's got a satin finish. For me, that actually works. This is going to be mostly an office guitar, practice guitar. Probably will see very little time, if any, through an amplifier. And where it's going to sit in my door, that'll actually keep some of the glare down the way the windows are situated outside my office. Now, obviously, that is a pretty specific use case. Your mileage may vary. If you're looking for the ultra flashy, ultra pretty, maybe you would like something with a gloss finish instead. Just be aware that this 3200 Honey Sunburst from early May showed up in a satin finish. Was not expecting that. Also, I suspect this guitar may be a return. It may have had a previous owner. I say that for a couple of reasons. First, no plastic on the pickup covers. I bought a 3200 early this year, so 4 months ago, and I really do think I remember peeling plastic off of those pickup covers when I took it out of the box, but that one was bought with a case. So I wonder if perhaps Rondo/Kurt are sending these out, if they're plucking new sales without cases from the return stock first. Pure speculation, have no idea. Also, here in the pickguard, you can see what looks like a little bit of a line. I can see it in person a lot better than it shows up on camera. But there is a line in the pickguard. There, you can really see it right there, which makes me think this instrument has been handled before. Now, as I said, it was also purchased without a case, so it's possible that that happened in transport. I really doubt it based on how it was packed, and I didn't see anything in the packing material or the box to indicate that it may have had a brush with something on the way here. Guitar was purchased online May 3rd, arrived today, May 8th, that it's in 2024. But look, a line in the pickguard for, whoops, I just kicked the table, for my new practice guitar, that does not break my heart at all. I have not looked this thing over in a whole lot of detail yet. I have not played it at all. We see the factory setup looks like it has a bit of tailpiece height off the body. It's not slammed all the way down to the body like you see a lot of times. Let's have a quick look at just kind of the angle that the strings break over the bridge. Looking pretty good there. Yeah, bridge arc looks to be in good shape. Again, I haven't plugged this thing in or played it at all. It came straight out of the box onto the table when we started the video. So, looking at the headstock, I noticed this too, that this also has that kind of satin, not quite matte, but it is certainly not a reflective surface finish. It is that non-shiny stuff, which frankly, I don't know, I kind of dig that. Again, my specific use case with this thing going to be sitting in my office door, that just kind of works. I think that's probably unusual. Most folks probably wouldn't really want that, and maybe they'd prefer a shinier, a glossy finish. These two spotty dots, I don't know what to call them, spotty dots. I don't feel anything there texture-wise, but I did notice them. They could be imperfections in the finish. They could just be character marks in the wood, in those two pieces of maple that make up this 5-piece neck. You'll also see some streaking there. I don't know if that is finish imperfection or if those are mineral lines in the wood underneath. Either one, I can't feel anything, and I don't look at the back of the neck much, so hashtag don't care. Hashtag someone else's problem. There's serial number W230214. That does indicate last year production. The W's that I've seen, I think those are just kind of the series indicator now. The 3200 that I bought early this year also showed up with a W23 serial number. So fine and good there. I don't know how to read these for like a date code. I do like that it's 0214 because February 14th, that's Valentine's Day. Maybe that'll play into this guitar's name. We'll see. Grover tuners, fine. These are the non-locking tuners. You wouldn't really need them to be. Folks who obsess over that, I think, are kind of silly. Yep, there you can go. You can really see the 5-piece neck through. Those cream plastics for the switch and control cavity covers. Fine. The belly carve on this one sure looks and even feels more subtle than the belly carve on the 3200 I bought earlier this year. That is a black and purple quilt guitar, and you'll find it elsewhere linked on my channel if you want to see a similar quick overview of that one compared to this. Looking at the binding transitions here, about what you would expect. I think nothing looks unusual. I'm just going to put a hand on that. A lot of times with guitars you can feel like a binding transition. Yeah, I can just right on the very tip of where the binding ends here, the body binding ends, I can feel just a little bit of an edge there, just the tiniest hint of a how that's connected. It's very subtle, not at all the sort of thing that would bother me on a $500 some guitar that I got on sale. But yeah, you can feel a little bit happening there. For the rest of the binding, it's usually in the curves. If you're going to feel like some kind of a lippy edge where the binding transitions onto the body, you're going to feel it in the steepest curved areas, like here. And I'm not catching anything there. It's all very, very smooth. The finishing is quite nice all the way around. Fret ends, I think these Agiles are well known to be hand-filed fret ends, and they feel great. Everything is nice and smooth and flat down through there. Again, haven't played it yet, but nice, smooth, slick feeling surface to the fingerboard there. Yeah, I think we're ready to tune it up and see what it'll do. But you get a nice look at the headstock, the logo, and the inlay there. And there you are. There you pretty well have it. That's a Honey Sunburst. My first choice would have been for a Lemon Burst, but I think that those just aren't being produced right now. Oh, this is another thing too. Little subtle thing. I noticed this in the other 3200 I bought early this year. This screw for the pick guard, see how it stands just a little bit proud? It stands just a little bit above the pick guard. You can really see that line there I was talking about before. Also, no plastic cover to peel off of the pick guard. I can't remember for sure that I peeled off plastic on the other 3200, but I sure think I did. So whatever, if this one's been in someone's hands before today, that again doesn't break my heart. We're going to plug it in, make sure everything works right, and it's mostly going to be a office practice guitar anyhow. Push-pull pots, those are pretty easy to get up there. I thought I could peel one up with my pinky finger, but that was uncomfortable. That one wants to come. That one might be a little more agreeable than the bridge pickup. Anyway, that's it. That's brand new guitar out of the box. See a little bit of a mark here on the edge of the switch ring. People who call these poker chips need to stop calling them that. That is a switch ring.
That's the poker chip.
No, it isn't. It looks like that might have wiped off. It could just be some finishing dust or just some dust from the production process there, how that thing got embossed with the wordy words. Or it's dirt from the previous handler. I don't know. Pretty straightforward knobs. They're just knobs. If you watch the video for my other 3200, you'll see me kind of obsessing over some warble that those knobs experienced, that they exhibit. I'm not seeing that here so much. This one has a bit. These tone pots, the push-pull switches, they feel looser. They are lighter to turn than the volume pots, and maybe you'd want them to be. They're far enough out of the way you're not going to hit them incidentally while playing, and that's, I think, the chief concern, but no stress there. You can see the seam in the two-piece top, and from the right angle you can even see how the book matching was lined up, and they're pretty good. These few spotty spots over here, that to me, that's just character. That, again, does not break my heart at all. So, hey, look, if somebody else handled my guitar for me, thanks. Appreciate that. You know, if you get a pre-handled aged guitar from Murphy Lab, you pay an extra $2,000 for that. But yeah, none of these little cosmetic things bug me at all. The guitar was not sold as a B stock, and I don't think there's enough here that would warrant it being sold as a B stock. But you can certainly see some detail, let's say, unexpected detail in the finish and in the coloring in the wood. So next step is to play it and see if I like it. Cheers.